Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Yeah. So, um, yeah, I was asked to share, and then when I asked what to share, they said whatever is on your mind and heart. So, yeah, I don't really have a title for this message per se, but yeah. Anyways, I will share my mind and heart with you guys, and hopefully it makes sense. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so yeah, I think for context, um, yeah, I was asked to share because, for one, I will be going to Vegas for the 40-day workshop. Um, and in hindsight or in retrospect, um, I figured that uh, I don't know what to talk about because I haven't experienced anything yet, so I don't really have any thing to share with you guys yet. So I guess I will share more so like the build up to that point, I guess, or yeah. Anyways, just some things that have been on my mind and heart and such. Um. So yeah, Why did I want to do Chuncheon 40 day, but also just in general. So if you're aware, we have um, yeah nightly prayer vigil. Used to be just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then yeah, in February, um, yeah, halfway through, or like halfway through February, I this was the time. This was the time that Jacob had gone to the 40-day workshop, and yeah, in a longing for my brother, and also in wanting to find some more spiritual stability, I offered to start doing little bits Chanshinwan daily Monday through Thursday to round out the week. Um, so yes, it was it 9 to 10:30 originally. Yeah, wow. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, and if I'm being honest, I was kind of hoping that once we got our purple jacket friend back, he would be able to lead them because you get the spiritual power and all that, and you also have you can do the chanyang and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, it makes sense. And by the time he comes back, he can help out and do it, and or he can do it, and I can help out. And then he kind of didn't come back. No, but yeah, I felt very inspired, and I think, yeah, not just him, but a lot of people that I talked to, they, yeah, kind of found a lot of resolution in their hearts. I think, yeah, a lot of resolution, a lot of grace, a lot of love, and a lot of connection to true parents. And in their own ways are inspired to, yeah, continue to give and continue to offer to true parents and to Providence. So yeah, after talking to and listening to people's experiences about their experience at the workshop, um, yeah, I started uh, sorry, I started yeah, considering it, and there's well, two things. One thing is that yeah, just in general for myself, I wanted to gain clarity and kind of like a clear direction for the future, but also specifically in regarding this point um, that yeah, True Mother's been asking for, right? That we go forward with spirit and truth, and like yeah, and just anyways bringing things kind of to the energy of the early days of the church, and yeah, I was contemplating, you know, living my life, and then I was reflecting on what the early days of the church looked like, and those things didn't exactly match up too well. If you're, anyway, you guys are familiar. You know what happened. You guys lived it. Many of you. Um, so yeah. Anyways, a lot of thinking and considering. Um, actually, so yeah, I picked out a couple of God's words that yeah, kind of um, I was thinking about. So this is from Mother's memoir. It says, I vividly recall the pledge I made on the day that my husband passed away. I will revive the church with the spirit and truth we had in the early days. I have kept that promise. The filial devotion of our sons, Hyojin and Hungjim, lives on in my heart, along with the spirit of my beloved husband. When we convey filial devotion to all people, and everyone lives for the sake of others and looks after each other, that will be the kingdom of heaven. Filial devotion is preeminent practical virtue as well as an internal pillar of life. We must practice filial devotion while our parents are alive. After they are gone, no matter how much we want to sacrifice for them, it will be too late. We must know how precious this moment is and be proud of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that kind of part, that point was really in my heart, in my mind. Like that last point. Um, yeah. While our parents are still on earth, it's time to offer our filial devotion. Uh, yeah. So, yeah, especially true mother, getting up there in years, but she's still here and she's still investing wholeheartedly towards Providence. Yeah. Yeah. So, um, yeah, I was contemplating, like, what does that look like in my day-to-day kind of life, especially right now. And yeah, let's go to the next slide. Um, so yeah, let's read first. Training means tempering and polishing one's character. Where do we find the standard for this tempering and polishing? There are two types of people among you: external people, who amount to little more than flesh, and internal people. Taking the fall into account, we have external fallen people and internal fallen people. Both need training in order to gradually come to resemble the character of an original person. The character of an original person resembles a child to whom nature bows and to whom God kisses and embraces in his bosom. Accordingly, the character of an original person is the standard for your training. So yeah, this is Chun Sung-kyung, Book 8, Life and Faith and Training. Yeah, so anyways, just day by day, right? Being able to grow, being able to better oneself, continue to connect to, this heart of Heavenly Parents in many different ways, and yeah, so especially, in the spirit, life of faith training, right? I think, there's a lot of different things and like different aspects that go into connecting to spirit and like life of faith, Handake and prayer and all that. But yeah, thinking about again the amount of devotion, heart, that was taken to grow, especially in the early days, and how that also in turn allowed for a lot of growth of the church as well. So yeah, just thinking about that and thinking about how, day by day, can continue to grow myself, even in external things, trying to establish good habits. Um, yeah, and so this goes all towards, right, what we're trying to accomplish and what we're trying to do as a whole. I think also, what was I going to say? Sorry, this is literally just my thought process I'm walking you through. But yeah. I was thinking about how in the future, right, what it is that continuing to strive for, because again I wanted to go and like offer devotion to clarify future. So next slide. Yeah, also Chen Sung-gyun, Book 8 says, blessed families have to be patriotic, invested in the establishment of the heavenly kingdom. Whether they are asleep or awake, their entire daily life has to move according to heaven's command. From the viewpoint of the spirit world, blessed families on earth are similar to the heavenly kingdom's emissaries or intelligence agents. Blessed families live in constricted environments, deprived of freedom, while being persecuted by Satan's world. Therefore, in order to expose all the wrongs Satan's world perpetrates, blessed families have to risk everything, including their livelihood, get active, and expand their ability. Yeah, so, yeah, I think looking forward, even like, anyways, to explain everything, my mind just like kind of um, tries to imagine or see, every kind of like different possibility or way. If you're familiar with uh, Marvel, what's it called, Endgame, or the one before, Infinity War, there's one character who can see the future, and he's like, anyways, he's like looking all around, like, and he's like, there's only one future, that where we, succeed. But anyways, point being, um, yeah, thinking about how, the reality is, right? We live in this satanic world, or, I don't even say that, but just like this unideal world, right? And like, even like the Hyojung News was saying, like, Shin Heung-nim was saying, right? It's like, even if it's not at that level yet, still we're working to build and working to grow towards that level. And yeah, he's asking us to continue to build with them, build with our inheritors of true parents' heart, inheritors of true parents' love, right? Yeah, like, right? Blessed families. That's the inheritance, the blessing and blessed families. That's what they inherited from true mother, and how we can continue to cultivate and create that, yeah, within ourselves and yeah, amongst our families, but also individually, right? How we can continue to cultivate our spirits and ourselves to continue to grow and continue to move forward as well. So, yeah, I think, okay, that's why. Okay, I skipped ahead in my thought process. But, anyways, uh, yeah, to grow. And, yeah. So, what I was going to say next is that, um, yeah, in working on ourselves and growing ourselves, in bettering ourselves, right? We tend to find, a lot of roadblocks and challenges. And wait, let me see the next slide. Yeah, yeah. A lot of challenges on our way to, yeah, growing and establishing ourselves in spirit. No matter who you are, you'll not experience only sweetness and joy on the path to the kingdom of heaven. Going through spiritual struggle is, in fact, a most precious blessing. Through it, you can feel the grace of God. Only when you pass those tests, you can be born anew as a true human being. The fruit of perseverance will grow and ripen within you, and one day will become the source of your deepest pride. Yeah. Like, even through our challenges and our struggles, being able to experience the grace of God in the midst of them. This is True Mother's memoir. Um, yeah, so being able to find grace for ourselves and find grace for others amongst our, mishaps and shortcomings, I think is one thing that I've been kind of going back to, or I think realizing a lot. Um, yeah, because, um, especially as you read stuff like Chan it's very, um, yeah, it pushes you a lot, which is great. But sometimes, if you take it too far, you take it in the wrong way, you can almost hinder yourself. So being able to find that grace, being able to find that heart through the struggle, through the experiences that you have. Yeah, yeah. And yeah. So that goes to the original point that I was going to say. Um, yeah, so like when you're growing and when you're doing stuff, right? Um, you try to set the right habits, the right standard, right, as you go along, as you do things. But it's easy to, um, yeah, mess up, right? To kind of fail as you go. For example, I've been trying to be more conscious about like what I'm eating and also like working out and like being active. Uh, but yeah, sometimes like you'll just have a day where you end up eating a lot or you don't take action, you don't be active, you don't work out or whatever, and then it's kind of this cycle, right? Where it's like, oh, if you don't, it's like a shame cycle. You don't experience it, you kind of go down on yourself, and it ends up being worse than it already is. So I think that's what I was thinking about when, yeah, reading about this, and like as you go through struggles, as you encounter roadblocks, as you encounter different things, being able to find that grace within yourself to be able to keep going. Um, yeah, and it's the little changes, right? Uh, Next slide. If you're familiar with Atomic Habits, it's like about how our little changes that you make in your life creates the bigger and bigger results, right? I think, oh, let me just read that first. So to make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. Um, Actually, anyways, I'm not gonna go over the four exactly, but I think what I was thinking when thinking about the Atomic Habits is especially habits in our life of faith, right? Habits in connecting to this providential goal and what things that we can do continuously to grow ourselves and to be able to further along this, yeah, providence that we're going along with our true mother. Yeah, and the fact that, it's always a growing process, always the tiny changes that you make throughout your life, right? As you continue to grow and continue to move forward, how you can continue to live for the sake of others, continue to, um, yeah, grow and become better. This ties back to the beginning. As, yeah, I think, yeah, small changes like whatever it is that you're doing, if it's like yeah, coming to church, and every time you come to church, offering at least prayer at Chanchaman or doing the little things, right? Even if you can't do the bigger things, right? If you can't attend everyday night devotion, or if you can't, you know, offer so much time, still, little things that we make efforts together as a collective will continue to graze our spirit and continue to bring us towards this end goal, right? Continue to build towards creating this kingdom of heaven on earth, which is, right, our goal, our hope, our desire. Um, yeah, and the more little things you can add on, the more closer we get. Um, yeah, especially in our devotion, in our hearts, in our spirits, because yeah, uh, it's a Channel Cook is a lot. Kingdom of Heaven is a lot, and it's a lot to ask for to build, right? And devoting a lot of time and heart already, but still, right? As we continue to grow, continue to get closer to God, continue to invest into our life of faith, into our spiritual habits, and even just into our spirits themselves, you know, um, and continue to grow that, right? And even like Korea's Chunshimwa nightly vigil, like it was one of the Rivniki song messages where he mentioned like they originally started very slowly. There was like less than 10 people for like even like almost for like over 100 days, or like even like almost the first year. It was like still very small, but as they continue to invest and devote and build, like greater and greater miracles started happening, you know. So as we continue to invest in our own ways, um, and just towards the spirit of um, creating this ideal, we get closer and closer. Our little changes that we can make towards investing in this spirit, towards living that kind of life. And yeah, actually, and like in the point, atomic habits, it's like over the course of time, it grows so exponentially, like it changes, your life. And I think not just our individual lives, but also the life of I was gonna say the providence, but anyways, the church, right? We have this goal, um, but really to achieve this goal, right? It's each individual's little offering a change in their devotion, right? And how we can continue to grow as a collective in offering our devotion and offering our hearts to creating this, um, channel guk. Uh, Again, easier said than done. Uh, yeah, I think about it a lot actually, but again, right? The whole point is the small changes you make, you don't really notice the results immediately, but over the course of time, you know, and as long as you, uh, you know, work on it, you clearly define it, you make it obvious, you make it something that you want to do, make it something you can do, and make it satisfying to do, repetitively, offering your devotion, offering your heart, experiencing that love, that grace that comes with connecting to, true parents, true mother, and everything, especially in this time. Uh, that's, I think, as for right now, that's what I think true parents, true mother is really hoping from us, for us. Uh, so, if I get any other revelations or ideas, I'll share with you in like 2 months. But so that's my kind of reflection sharing thingy. Thank you.